Salam, shalom, wise, solid speaking. Giving you all a chance to get in there. Today I want to do this video. A lot of you guys ask me what's the proper way to worship God, things of that nature. And so I want to give you guys some clarity, some other Jews as well. First one in, please let me know if I'm clear. Or do I need to lower the sounds? Also, subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so you don't miss when I go live. Visit the website wiseservant.org. As I said, first one in, please let me know if I'm clear, loud enough. Peace and wisdom, sweet tea. Now let's start. Like I said, visit the website wiseservant.org. I have a few courses up. If you enjoy my Facebook post, where I break down ancient scholarship, biblical scholarship, all sorts of things. If you enjoy the post, purchase one of the pricing plans. That's where all my posts are. Ever so often I post publicly now. Peace and wisdom, Marcel Savago. He was asking me something about the website. But if any of you guys are unclear about the website, that's where I post my pre-recorded videos and the posts that you guys love. Those things. They're there. You have to pick a pricing plan, and then you'll have access. Now let's begin. First thing I want to do is give you guys some rules before I get into the God part. Now let's start here. Everyone's struggles are different depending on the environment they come from. Now, of course, the environment we come from, this is what shapes our moral character, our ideals, and just our overall perspective of how we see things. But nevertheless, everyone is trying to evolve beyond their current environment. It doesn't matter what environment you're in or where you started. So, everyone's looking to evolve beyond that. Now, what most do not know is that evolving beyond their current environment, that is aligned with the ideals, characteristics, morals, and perspective that they currently have. Like I said, the environment is what shapes and forms our characteristics, our moral values, our perspective. And so let's say you say, man, I'm ready to evolve beyond, where I live at or whatever. I'm speaking like that, physical environments. Let's say you was raised your whole life in the projects or something, and you say, man, I'm ready for something different. I have to make more money so I can go. You get it? That kind of thing. It's not about your making more money. You have to become aware that your perspective, your morals, the ideals you hold, all of these things have to blend with the environment. So yes, everyone wants a better environment, but you have to grasp how connected you are to the environment. And so in that, you have to change your ideals, your characteristics, your perspective. All of these things have to change first. Otherwise, whatever environment you will never get past that environment that you're in. You'll just go to a new one like it. And so, reflecting on self, your moral character, the perspective you have of life, your ideals, all these little details of self. You want to shape and form those to a perfection. Otherwise, the environment that you're from will do it for you. I'm so sloppy this evening. Like I said, whatever environment you're from, it will do it for you if you're not consciously aware not to pick up every principle. Influence is a deep thing, so everyone wants to fit into the environment, that they're in. Everyone wants to be liked, but want to be liked by others after you like yourself. In that, you don't lose yourself chasing people's likes. This is how people lose themselves. They don't like their self first. In that, they become everything everybody wants them to be. So it's best you like yourself first. Then from there, it's okay to want people to like you. But let it start there. And so if you're looking to change your environment or any aspect of your life, it starts with your mind and your emotional state. In that way, though, like understanding the connections in life. Now, if you have any questions, let me go. I'm about to move on to diet right quick. I'm gonna give you guys some diet jewels. Peace and wisdom, Marcel Savago. Yeah, just go to my website and click it's like a little 3 bars. Click them. That's the menu bar. And then you're gonna see like plans and pricings, blog. Click plans and pricings. You can click the blog first to get a perspective of what kind of content you want to see. But after that, you can when you read the content, it says like to read more, click subscribe or something. When you press it, it'll show you what pricing plans posts like that are under. And so that should give you some clarity. Now, let's start with the diet. Some of you guys are vegans, some of you guys are not. Meaning some of you guys eating all kinds of things. Some of you guys have a more restricted diet, you're vegan or whatever the case may be. Now, when you're dealing with sickness in regards to like food or things associated with food, let's say you have diabetes, so you have a specific diet you have to, obey. Whatever sickness one has, it's a matter of them not being well balanced in their diet. So if someone is diabetic, their sugar is high. You get my point? Meaning there's an imbalance. This is how one becomes sick. Whatever sickness you can think of, it's an imbalance of some sort. And this is what the medicine is supposed to do, balance one back out. Fair enough? Now, if sickness has to do with one being imbalanced, in that's the diet of man. Balance. If sickness is the result of an imbalance, course, you have some of you guys like to eat a lot of sweets, sugars, and salts. Then you become sick because of your imbalance, overdoing a thing. So then you're restricted to food that's bitter, you know, grass. So look at it like that. Your fruits, these is your sugars. Other foods, your sugars, your salts. Then you have like kale, spinach, you know, your bitter foods. Like that. If you over if you overdo the sweets, well, you get my point. You're gonna have to do the bitters for a while to balance your levels back out. From there, you stay balanced and moderate in your ways because that's the diet of man, not one thing. Now, to just stay on the cure, because this is what most do, they become sick or imbalanced, they get a cure, and then they think the cure is the way. The cure is not the way, the cure was the opposite imbalance. If the sickness is dependent on your imbalance, or your being imbalanced, then you get it, the cure would have to be the opposite. You eat too much sweets and sugars, now you borderline diabetic, or you have another problem. So now your diet is going to have to consist of bitter foods for a time until you become balanced back out. After that, that bitter diet is not the way. You get it? It is the opposite of extreme of what you've been doing. And that from there you stay balanced, meaning you be moderate. If you know you're eating a lot of sweets, then you want to chill out, maybe for a day or two, drink some waters, eat some vegetables. Balance. Everybody knows where they overdo it. Or start to become aware of that. And wherever you overdo it, it's all discipline and control. But it's not about you being restricted of anything. That's punishment. So to just be a vegan, this is punishment. You get my point? Like I said, that's a medicinal diet, meaning that's a diet for someone who has made themselves sick by imbalance. A lot of people that's overweight, meaning borderline obese, you may have been restricted to a vegan diet, but you've been overdoing it. Your obesity is a matter of your imbalance. And so if you can understand that sickness or being unhealthy is a result of one being imbalanced, then it shouldn't be hard for you to grasp that the diet for man obviously is balance. Meaning, eat some of this, eat some of that, don't overindulge. If you're a vegan, you don't want to just eat grass. That's an imbalance. You're going to cause some sort of health condition. You don't even have to know anything about health or anything. All you got to do is have a common sense brain. If I overdo one thing, there's going to be results from it. So you get my point? If you're a vegan, you eat a little meat every now and then, eat you some grains, some starches, get a well-balanced diet. And it's better for you emotionally. Meaning, sweets is pleasures. You want all your pleasures. It's just the overdoing it part. And so you get my point? You want to stay balanced. If you're a vegan and you say, I hate meat, well, technically you don't hate meat. This is why y'all eat like vegan burgers and turkey, bacon. Y'all have pretend meat. And so you get my point? You do want to eat meat, otherwise you wouldn't have that. And so it's all about honesty, knowing where you are, balancing out. And so whatever things y'all lost in your law, meaning I don't want y'all to look at my channel as a place where if you were vegan and you come here and I'm breaking down something like this, now you taking offense. Whatever you got going on, you do. I don't know half of y'all even exist. You get my point? I'm wiser than most of y'all that have already displayed that wisdom. And so wherever you are lost at, you take the wisdom you get here, you put it in your back pocket, whatever the case may be. But I don't want to go back and forth with a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all get lost into that. You come here, something is said, you feel like you in that place. Now you think, I don't know y'all. Y'all little kids to me. Kind of get it together. Whatever you do, I wouldn't care. I more than likely don't know. If I do, I don't care. You're a kid or a young adult. You're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff. Sorry you're not old enough and you don't have a brain to listen to someone older. But let me help you. You're going to be everything. Anybody my age, we ain't taking you serious. You're going to be a whole bunch of stuff. You're the top Hebrew Israelite beautiful. You're going to be a Muslim, a Christian. Everybody's been there. You're working out, you're lifting weights, you're mad diesel. Yeah, everybody reaches 18 and want to get diesel. Start taking supplements, steroid products, playing dumb like other people wasn't here before you and they don't know. You get it? Wherever you are, take what I say, throw it in your back pocket. Whatever's coming from here, it ain't got nothing to do with no sides. If it's good for you, you'll hear it here. If it ain't, you'll hear it here. You apply wisely. Otherwise, don't come here if you're going to be getting disturbed. I don't work for anyone. No one gave me an itinerary to speak on. Don't speak on vegans because I'm a vegan. If your true purpose is to help people and not money, you shouldn't take offense to anything said here. Anything said here is common sense truth. Meaning I don't care what diet you have. If you have a common sense brain and you're humbled out, you don't have that competitive ego, it should be common sense to you to say, okay, yeah, he might be right. Maybe I need to get me a diet, like maybe 1 week I do fruits, vegetables, for breakfast and lunch, and maybe I do a nice little full meal at dinner, some meat, sides, veggies. When you're overdoing it, it's not that hard. You get my point? Meaning nobody can't tell you how to eat, but that's why I said everybody knows where they overdo it. If you eat Twinkies a lot, chill out on that shit. You gotta balance that out. You follow? If you know you eat candy a lot, you're gonna have to balance that out with some fruit. Meaning you like candy, obviously. Candy, fake fruit. So maybe, you get it? Forsaking your teeth and other things. Like that. Everyone has an awareness, or if they pay attention, they'll see where they overdo it. I don't care if you're a vegan. Right there should let you see, okay, I'm in balance. I'm just eating grasses. Start to balance that out. Otherwise, you're going to get sick. This ain't about me and y'all. It's about knowledge. Most of y'all, your pride gonna get you hurt, but worse than that, other people. I know anything I say here, y'all good, because everything I'm saying, it fall along the lines of balance. How you gonna get hurt? You get my point? Y'all got enough brain to know if I don't OD and eat a lot of meat, I'm gonna be fine. That part. You already know that. If I eat a little bit of sweets and junk food here and there, I'll be fine. It's the overdoing it. Some of y'all got years of overdoing it. So you got to balance those years out. But overall, if you're getting the proper amount of water and you're pissing a lot, which is flushing yourself out, you'll be fine. Make sure you active, moving about. All the extra things y'all do, they just extra things. They don't really hold no merit and no truth to it. It's just things y'all like, things y'all falling into. And so, if you someone that struggle with diet, start there. Become more aware of what you're imbalanced on and balance it out. You get my point? In regards to there being a healthy diet, like you're supposed to be a vegan or you're supposed to eat fruit, that's all made up. You get my point? Health won't lie in moderation and balance. Outside of that, enjoy yourself. Don't get carried away. Simple. Anybody over your shoulder telling you, you need to do this or that, got control issues. Not sure why we have to tell you that. And so it's about your being free, becoming free, learning to keep yourself in the discipline and the balance. And that, everything be good for you. Think like when you was a kid, other people discipline you and they control like how you are. That ain't so fun. It's better when you could do it yourself. Like, so use that as an example. Now, in regards to lifting weights, it's not good for women to lift weights. Men either, but you want to do what you do. But I see a lot of women lifting weights in the daytime. It's not that attractive either. I'm not sure who would make y'all think it was. It looks a little scary, manly. But don't take offense. This is just real life jewels. Pocket it, like I said, wherever you are, you don't gotta come here take offense and feel like it's a jab to you. I don't know y'all exist, y'all are kids. But like I said, it's not that attractive. It makes you look like a man a little bit. But I'm sure you've heard that before. And so just off that, you should stay away from weights if you're a woman. It's not that cute. Meaning it makes you start to look like a dude. There's many dykes and butchers already around, you follow? So we don't, as a straight man, we don't need that. We need. The point I'm making is this. You want to stay away from weights. You want to do calisthenics and mostly stretches. Meaning if you're a woman and you like, damn, I feel like I'm out of shape. You don't want to go to weights. You want to kind of keep it calisthenics. And when I say calisthenics, I don't mean like pull-ups in the man workouts where you're doing pull-ups and burpees and all of this weird stuff. But you can do like pull-up, push-ups and things like that. When I say calisthenics, I mean like jumping jacks for a woman. Like jumping jacks, jogging, things like that. And you want to focus on stretching, your ankles, your calves, and your inner thighs, in your lower back area too. Meaning if you're a woman, you want to focus your stretchings there. Calves, this is why your ankles be getting fat. And fat ankles is a sign of sickness. If you have fat ankles, please don't take offense. You don't have to wear gray sweat socks now, when you get my point. I know we live in that time where certain things you say you can't even say because everybody think they a doctor now. So a lot of y'all might hear this now. You all looking at people's ankles. Who can I abuse? It ain't for that. I'm just giving those that have fat ankles, an understanding. I'm sure you already know you got some sort of health problem, but the fat ankles, whatever weight you are, the ankles should usually be like slim and skinny. So some of y'all are a little fat, but your ankles ain't. You get it? It's like kneecaps. Kneecaps, no matter what your weight is, they should be like kneecap. It shouldn't get to the point where you can't see your kneecaps. I don't care what weight you are. And if you get that way, this don't even have nothing to do with weight anymore. You have a sickness like that. Fat ankles, fat wrists. Some of y'all are fat. Your wrist is not fat. You're just fat. You get it? Your ankles are still regular. It's all about proportion. When you start to get out of proportion, you get my point. You want to kind of raise the eyebrow and say maybe something wrong with me. Let me get myself checked out. But you want to do ankle stretches. Stretch the ankles. So whatever routine you like. You want to do calf stretches. You want to do inner thigh stretches. And a lot of lower back stretches. And you want to do this so that you keep the pom-pom nice and wet and juicy. Meaning how limber a woman is the key to how good that pom-pom is. You follow? and how juicy it is. This is not explicit. This is just real talk. Some of y'all get up in age, y'all stop working out, walking, doing a lot. You become kind of stiff, you know, around the thighs, the legs, all that. And that poom poom dry, you know it. It ain't getting wet like it used to when you blame it on age, but it don't have nothing to do with age. It got to do with stiffness. Look at stiffness as what causes dryness. You follow? And so, like a tree. The tree is stiff after some time it start getting dry. So, it's never too late to start. Like I said, you want to do inner thigh stretches, you want to do calf stretches, and especially ankle stretches, because sickness starts in the foot. This is why when people get diabetes and things like that, then they get their legs chopped off. Usually a toe here and there, then, you know, it goes up and up. Meaning sickness starts below, works its way up to the gut. Health starts above, meaning we have a lot of medicinals within ourselves. And different emotional states secrete. These medicinals are poisons. Of course, poisons is just potent medicinals, but you get my point. How we feel controls that. So sickness comes from above. I'm sorry, sickness comes from below. Wellness comes from above. Is that clear? There you go, right? I see you said exactly what I just did. That our way of thinking can work as medicine or poison. And so whatever you are, if you're someone that's cock diesel, now you're taking offense. Like I said, being diesel is not healthy. And I don't care, even if you are someone who works out and lift weights, you get it? I mean, I don't want y'all to get lost because you in whatever environment you are now, you want to argue. You seen the unhealthy behavior behind closed doors. The steroids, the steroid products. This is your creatine powders and all your powdery drinks, your pills. These are all steroid products. That part, and they're unhealthy. And so when you're dealing with weightlifting, you're dealing with the most unhealthy things, unhealthy behavior. This is just the part that's not spoken of. A lot of y'all young, y'all gonna hit 18, you're gonna want to get bigger, and you get it, it's gonna be promoted to you like it's healthy, and it's not. And so you keep that in mind. Take your time in life. If you can look young like a little boy all the way to 40, it's the best you do. Because when your ass turn 40 and niggas is all sloppy and sick and they looking at you like, how you do it? That part. You say, I ain't do nothing. I just didn't add nothing on. And when you hit 60 and you're in 70 and you start having that body that you wanted, like that. Man don't think like I'm gonna be here for 100 years. Shit, by the time I turn 70, 80, if I stay balanced and don't do no extra stuff, for appearance I want, it will come as I go. You get it? You want to be fat a little bit? When you get old, you will be. You can rush it though. And so, keep everything like that. Keep those things in mind. You know, y'all get lost where y'all at. Y'all get to defend things. And y'all forget about all the unhealthy things that y'all see while in these environments. And so the proper diet for man is balance and moderation. And in regards to exercising and work, it's best that you play. You know, if you're a man and you like, man, I'm out of shape, I need to work out. You need to go play basketball, football, the things you did as a kid. Get you some roller skates, go roller skating. You got a girl? Shit, grab her up. Let's give y'all something to bond on and go roller skating. Get back active like you was when you was a kid. You ain't got to just go to the gym and lock yourself in a room like a weirdo. There's other things to do. Jump rope, whatever. Whatever you like, but you get it? Have fun. And this is the best workout, like I said. Run around on the jungle gym with your kid or something. Being active is the best workout you can have. Take a walk, take a jog. Like I said, play basketball, football, lacrosse. Whatever you did as a kid that brought you joy, it still will. You just have this mindset, I guess, at some point where you felt like I'm too grown for that. Well, now you're grown and boring and stressed out, so take it back a notch. What if the brain is affected like multiple sclerosis? I don't understand what you're saying and what you're speaking on exactly. 11 pounds, Tarot said, I'm definitely starting to get the body I wanted when I was younger. Yeah, a lot of women, they rush it, or sometimes women, they have to take like birth. Well, they don't have to, but they do. And this causes the excess weight. Some of y'all go to jail, you have little fights maybe, and then they put you on meds. So a lot of people go through those things that add that excess weight to them. But those of y'all that didn't, and you did it to your own self, you get it? The young woman that's going to get birth control, she not thinking like this going to blow me up. It's going to take me out of my natural balance. She just thinking about what she taking it for. Same with somebody in jail, they can't really control the cops from beating them up and giving them medicine. Follow? But some of y'all take like protein shakes and different, weight gain products. And if you just take it easy, as you get older, you'll grow into the body that you want. And so, out of shape is just being promoted because people are out of shape. You get my point? That's just how life is. It's just like the broke thing is being promoted. Because motherfuckers is broke. Y'all too old to be getting caught in the peer pressures. I just have a mind to know. When you see somebody in that state promoting lower things, you just share with them. Let them know. You ain't got to do all of that shit, man. You don't want to get stuck there. It's definitely not about that. Share with them, bring people out that lower state. Because a lot of times they be insecure, so that's the way they balance that, extreme out. You get broke, you got to balance things out however you feel. You get it? Usually people go to the extreme. Just find your balance. Keep everything honest with self. Once you start lying to self and try to convince self and find confirmation in things, that's when you kind of lose your perspective. Titan Max said, me and the family took a bike ride. There you go. Go roller skating with the family, stuff like that. When I go see my homeboy in Georgia, I always be telling him, like, yo, go get the wifey. Let's go roller skating. You get it? It's a good little workout for them thighs we'll get. I'm aware we getting older, so nobody really playing like that. But we still need to. It's important. Laughing too. When you laugh, it secretes a lot of the medicinals we hold within. You follow? And so, it's like I said, our emotional state control the substances within. A lot of y'all mope around a lot. Your body is secreting poisons slowly over time. Micro doses here and there. But you have medicinals within as well. And laughter's the way to access them. Meaning good emotional feelings. The way you access them. John Smith said, don't worry, I'm here. Salam, shalom. You know who you is, cat. You know who you are, cat daddy. He ain't missed you, but peace and wisdom. I had a little bug in my nose. I got it. Don't worry about it. Gotta get it like that. Sometime a bug will be right there. want to stop the whole video. That's disrespectful. Just snatch that thing out, nice. Pluck that thing out nice and smooth. Get that gold right out of there. For gold in this video, I'm gonna be digging for. What was that? Start digging for gold. My bad. Now, if you're a woman, take that, apply that to self, start stretching, the ankles, things like that. Find yourself a routine, a daily routine. You ain't got to, get crazy with it. You could be sitting on the couch. Just be mindful to stretch them ankles around. Get the blood flowing in them things. Same with the calves. Maybe you got to arch your foot so you feel a little pull in the calves. And you get it? Keep the blood flowing. Every now and then lay on your back. Grab your knees, pull them thighs open. You get my point? And feel that stretch. It should feel a little good to you. And try to become as limber as you can. If you can get to a split, this is good. Practice makes perfect, but you get my point? Set a goal. I want to get to half a split next month. And every day, 10 minutes or so, stretch your legs however you feel, Throw one up on the counter, then stretch it another way. Loosening up the inner thighs. And that, the better you look, the more sexy you feel, the more happy you are inside, the more wet that poom poom get. It's like a rock. It's water in it. It's water in there. You gotta just bust that rock open. Like Moses did with the staff. I got the staff. If you need, I'll let you hold my staff. Anything we are doing right now, we are getting better at it. This is how we develop the body and mind we have. Yeah, anything y'all are doing, y'all are getting better at. So make sure whatever you're doing is a good thing. Because, like you said, whatever y'all doing, y'all getting better at it. Now, be active, have fun, things like that. Take your time in life. Stop rushing, especially if you're young. You're a young woman. Your breasts ain't growing like you want. Just chill. You gonna get kids and shit like that. You follow? You gonna be sucking on them things, and they gonna get right. Everything is going to work out like it's supposed to. You're rushing. You follow? And just take your time. Some of y'all women, y'all a little thin right now. There's niggas that like thin chicks. I like slim chicks. A lot of dudes too. I don't mean frail, but you look sick, The chest cake. Slim and thin like me. Well, I'm slim and thin, but if I take off my shirt, you like, oh no, blood kind of big around the chest. He got a physique. Just with clothes on, I didn't know. Just with clothes on, I didn't notice that much. And some of y'all women like that. With clothes on, your shit don't show that much. But when them clothes come off, just like the fat girl shit drop all over the place, your little bones start popping out. Like, she kind of thick, blood. Like, if you a man, you know what I mean. You was with a skinny chick before, and then she got naked, and you was like, damn, she got a fat ass. Damn, she got some big titty. You get it? It just ain't showing through the clothes, because, if you a little bit fat, then you look right with clothes on. You get it? It kind of work like that in life. It's just like men that got that nice, not cock diesel, but a diesel build. When they put on a suit or a shirt, they look slim. You get it? You might have a man like that, and you like, damn, with his clothes on, he look a little slim. You wouldn't even know he was shredded the fuck up under there and kind of big. Then you got those that's a little heavy and a little out of shape and big. Theirs look, nice with the clothes on, but with the clothes off, then you kind of see like, no, it's a little inconsistent. You get it? His chest ain't big, he got a little bit of titties. That's how it works. You gonna look slim when your shit right with clothes on. You ain't gonna see the glory. But like I said, some of y'all know exactly what I mean. You like, yeah, I know a girl just like that. She looks skinny as hell till she get naked. And you like, nah, I'll take that. I'll take that right now. And some of y'all a little heavy and you still got your shape and your physique. That's what it's all about. Having the right shape and physique. Everybody not thin. Some people naturally got a nice little husk or build to them. You know, that Ice Cube thing. But that can still be groomed into a perfection. It's like me, I'm slim. Natural slim dude, he gonna have a bird chest and shit, but he can shape and form that shit into a nice perfection, a nice physique. Say, can you beatbox? Yeah, when I'm having sex, but I ain't the one actually making the sounds. But I can, you know, I move to a beat. So just ask your mother, man. I'm just playing. Just ask your mom. I try to tell you, youngsters, like, tons of fun, but you gotta ask your mother about it because we the same age. Mom about 45. Yeah, my age. Fun what tonight. Beatboxing all night. Bismarcky. You know, I beat the box like Bismarck. Or it becomes that when I, slime. You know, when I'm dealing with a woman, I tell her all the secrets, so that vagina be extra juicy. Better stretch that out. I'm gonna stretch with you. Tell her you gotta feel sexy, because the more sexy you feel, the more slimy it's gonna be. I can't make you feel sexy. You got to just feel sexy. Soak your body and clean yourself. Salam, shalom, Christy. Clean yourself off. Make sure you're feeling sexy. A lot of y'all need some sexy drawers and stuff. Running around here with little girl drawers on. And some of you dudes is the same, man. You got a whole wife, you're running around here with tight whiteys on. Blood, if you like to wear tight whiteys, you better get you some men briefs. Fuck a jock strap or something. If you wear boxer briefs, a nigga get you some nice silk. You don't be fruited illuminate in your 35, 40. Come on, yeah, I'm sexy. Not with them shapeless drawers. The drawers ain't got no shape, blood. What you doing? You grown. And so you feel me? You feel me? Clean that butt too. Them tighty whities stay with the stains. But if you a woman, you know, get your panty game together, your bra game together. If you a man, the same thing. You shouldn't be wearing like little boy drawers still. Up in Family Dollars buying your drawers. If you on vacation, you rent out of drawers, you feel me? But you should have. You gotta be grown. I got different kind of drawers. I got boxer briefs, long ones, short ones. Some of my slacks is like silk, so it don't feel right with boxer briefs. You need like a brief or like a, you get it? Like a tighty whitey, but minus the little boy sides. Where you running around looking like you 7. Nigga got on a nice suit, but when you take it off, you got on tighty whiteys. That's not a good look. That's like wearing a suit with white tube socks or gray tube socks. You gotta know how to finagle things. You gotta grow up. But hopefully some of y'all grassmen ain't take offense, because I know how y'all are here. Some of y'all right now chilling with your girl watching. Got them Family Dollars on. You get it? Your girl grinning a little bit. You getting mad. I apologize. It ain't that deep, daddy. I know them Family Dollars be cheap. But if you look online, you can find some bargains. You feel me? And that's for your ladies' sake. Niggas running around the house with dress shoes on. They got old dress shoes as slippers and old slacks. Blood, that is not... That's single wear, where you like, I'm single. You don't have no spouse. and be running around like that. Meaning, if you got a spouse, you don't deserve one in this. If this is how you carrying it, come on now, get it together. Dude's running around here with old Air Max as his slippers. He got on old Air Max. He got on old Van sneakers as his slippers for no reason. Nigga got on old Adidas sweatpants as his pajamas. Those are not pajamas. Get it together, man. Get you a nice little silk pajama set. You feel me? I'll be on Amazon, Google, silk pajama set or something. And get your sexy on, blood. Take a bath and grease yourself down. And you feel me? I gotta get out of this clean is feminine stuff. Cause a lot of dudes want to be dirty, so they be playing that. Like, oh, he feminine. Blood, ain't nothing feminine about taking a bath and soaking your ass and greasing yourself down. And grooming yourself out. Because some of you niggas is like a 5-year-old boy. Telling niggas right now, everybody stripped down to their drawers, you gonna see. Some of these niggas got on baggy they got on baggy ass Fruit of the Loom briefs. Like, blood, you way too old for that. What are you doing? Some of these niggas got characters. Got on tighty whities with characters on it. I don't even want to hold you. And he's like 32. And he has on Voltron. He got Transformers underwears on. Now let's get to this deep. God is another word for Satan. Hopefully y'all grasp. Hopefully y'all apply, don't take offense. It's a deep thing. You have to grow up at some point. Like I said, I had to come to that realization myself. I got on boxes with nice silk slacks. Digging in my ass looking stupid. You gotta grow up and learn. Hold on, that's not how that go. Same way you get to a place where you know, okay, I'm not supposed to wear slacks with goddamn white socks and, you feel me? White tube socks and sweat socks and shit. That don't how that go. So, if you need a little help with those things, you can always email me. Some of y'all young. She said, let me lick that lip for you. It's a little dry. I know that. I try to throw some Vaseline. Yeah, I tried to throw some Vaseline on them things. Don't worry about it. I got it. Now, where was that? God. Praying. Praying is hunting. And so when you're dealing with Muslims and Christians, they pray. But this all started with hunting God, meaning praying is just hunting God. Like I said, it started with that, hunting God. Fast forward to now, God is a lamb chop on the cross. It's a deep thing. I wouldn't want to hold you. If you ever wondered, like, what is God, according to Christians? A lamb on the cross. That's food. That's livestock. That's what you hunt. Like I said, praying is hunting. And hunting God is where this all started. And I'm not joking either. It's real talk. What are y'all doing? Searching and seeking for God. Hunting. And so, God and food is synonymous, let's say. Now, most don't know that God is another word for Satan. Satan being a word that means like self, are selfish. You know, the pinnacles of individuality. Selfish thing, a self thing, you know. One puts themselves above others, things of that nature. God means the one and only. Basically everything that Satan is. Like I said, it's another word for Satan, you know, a proud, selfish thing. Most high. These are all references and phrases for Satan. This is the God in the religions that y'all have. This is why the God has bad characters, always threatening people, always jealous. Like I said, the religion is a Loki. Loki is the trickster god. So the religion is a trick, a test against, you know, the morality of man. If he's truthful inside, honest, fair in his way. Or if he will let a thing get thrown under the bus for his own selfish nature. So, of course, in Christianity, God's going to die for y'all sins according to y'all. And so this is just a reflection of y'all selfish nature. Meaning, if that's a test, y'all failed. You don't have to ever guess that. Most of y'all failed already, so you say, well, I hope it ain't a test. It is. If a thing sounds too good, you have to use your brain. It would be beautiful if we can just come into life, sin up away, and then God himself, the one and only everlasting big life himself, just dies for us. That would be good, but that sounds quite too good to be true, so you have to get real. So, you have free will, so no one has to die for you. Meaning you have a brain to do good or bad. In that, don't nobody have to die for your sins because they your own. It's like a parent. You could let the kid be dumb and depending on your brain on what to do, or at some point teach them things, which is what most parents do. They say, I can't guard you around all day. You got to learn something. I got to raise your brain up to halfway of equal measure of mine. You get my point? Otherwise, you're going to be dumb. I'm sorry, your head's moving off. Otherwise, you're going to be dumb and I'm going to have to think for you for the rest of your life, and that's a burden on me. I have to think for my own self. And so, do you get it? God is Satan. Overall. I know y'all get disturbed. A lot of y'all are Christians. But you love this word, so you can't help but come here. But overall, that term God is just a moniker for Satan. Just like Most High, the Proud One, all of these ones, like on the dollar bill, in God we trust. That one thing. And so, you'll always know when you're lost into a satanic practice when there's one thing above all other things. Kind of that monotheistic thing. And when you're dealing with monotheism, you are dealing with man worship for the most part. Meaning the God is going to be a man and it's going to be a one and only thing. And that's your monotheistic type of thing. And you don't got to get lost and think, okay, so we got to be polytheistic. And I ain't saying that. I'm just saying in regards to satanic practices, they going to be monotheistic. And they going, you know, be a man worship thing or a physical worship thing. Now, the opposite of one and only, Most High, and God, the opposite of that is wholeness. You know that word holy? That basically means like whole. Whole, like all is equal. You have many different members of your body, your arms, your legs, but you're whole. One arm isn't thrown over there, the other one over there. You're whole for the most part. So like that, you have God, which is Satan, or the Most High, that selfish thing. And then you have the Lord of Hosts, which is to say the Lord of many, a wholeness thing, where all the parts are of equal measure. And so, most of y'all that's lost into religion, y'all lost into satanic practices. Then you have real God worship practices, which have to do with yourself, in that self becoming whole. Kind of like the yoking back. And so, look at it like this. The seed that is your true self must be watered, and blossomed before you can seek out God. Like I said, God is a whole thing, the opposite of the falsehood. The selfish thing, the one and only thing. And so you have to look at self like that. Your true self is buried somewhere in you. It haven't been watered. You have to water your true self so that can blossom out. This is the beginnings of you finding God or coming to know God. Meaning it starts with the self. Before you can seek out God, you see how y'all look for God and y'all go to this religion, this person, that person? Before you seek out God, you have to start with yourself. Meaning you have to find yourself before you can even begin to find God. And this is the most important part. Meaning, whatever the self is what the self worships. It's what the self is going to be drawn to. So this is why you have to deal with the self before you seek out God. Because if you don't deal with the self first, you're going to find something in this world, because this world is what influenced who you are. That's why I said you're like your true self is like a seed within. If y'all understand, and let me know, put up a 1 or something. This is the beginnings of understanding, real religion, real God worship. It starts with self, like I always tell y'all and God are one thing. You don't know God just as much as you don't know your own goddamn self when you truly think of it. And the measure of these two things go hand in hand. Meaning, however lost you is from knowing your true self, and be clear, your neighborhood, everything in life has influenced you to be what you are now. But we talking about you as a true, like who you truly are. That and God, one and the same. I'm not saying the same thing, but I'm saying the same goal. The one leads to the other. You find self, then you'll find God. You don't seek self, the self gonna be sought, and the self gonna be found. That. And so y'all are found by the world. You were Christian, you was found. You was lost and then found. That's what that means. Whoever lost gonna be found, but that don't mean that they not lost no more. That part. The little kids could get lost and then get found by strangers, but that don't mean they found. They just was found. But by who? That part. Y'all get lost in the world, and then y'all get found, but y'all still lost. You follow? Meaning you lost from who you truly are from the beginning. You got lost on drugs, then you found Christianity. You was lost in the street prostituting, selling dope, then you found Christianity. Like that. You was lost and you got found. And what you got found by was at the end of that road of your being lost. But you still ain't found. You just was found. And so, try and grasp. The path to seeking God starts with self. the true self. Find your true. I'm not talking about like your true path in life, but who you truly are. Like I said, the neighborhood influences y'all. How y'all walk, talk, all these things. Y'all have many stereotypes, even in the day. Astrology, birth signs control y'all. You get it? Y'all got too many control systems over y'all, but you want to start to slowly remove all these worldly ideals from the self. Start to identify all the influences that you picked up in life or was put on you by life. Because before we fully conscious, you get it? People are shaping and forming us into what they want us to be. You get it, my point? Meaning everybody got hands on us before we even have a mind to have a say. We'll be doing life right now. You got locked up at 18. That's how real it is. The whole world had a hand on you. That's how you went up there. You never got a time to kind of put things together to say, well, who am I? The neighborhood made me like this. I was hanging with all of these dudes. And that happened like how it happened. But I ain't make none of this. This ain't my doing. Meaning everybody is living somebody else's doing. We live in somebody else's movie or somebody else's show. No one's taking a moment to say, hold on, this and none of this will have nothing to do with me. And how I'm acting and everything, you get it? None of that got nothing to do with me. I never took the time out to create my own reality, my own truth, like who I truly am. And so it starts there by removing the influences that we picked up in the world, whether it be ideals, certain perspectives, all of that, and get down to the bare nature of self. And then start to build up on the things that you like, that have nothing to do with no outer influence. Just your inner, you get it? Your inner loves, your inner likes. Think like if you was a baby, so you don't know what's good or bad. When I say good or bad, I mean like a baby may like to dance, and then the father say, no, don't dance. Boys ain't supposed to dance, that's gay. Like that. Get yourself back to when you was a baby and didn't know what was supposed to be cool or not. So you did what made you happy. Until someone interfered with that and changed your perspective, then you said, nah, maybe I shouldn't be like that. Y'all neighborhood did this to y'all. Y'all parents, everybody. Certain things that were y'all, they said, nah, that right there ain't, you get it? You better work on that. But that was your glory. That was you. Like that. You have to start to find self again. Not thinking with your influence brain, where you're thinking like, what will people like? You get it? Whatever y'all do, that's the thought. What will people like? Will the people like it? Who cares? What you like? Once you get there, you find self, you start to get to know self. You become balanced and fair in your ways, honest. You know, all of these things being things to service you. A liar scrambles up their own brain. You get my point? An unfair person is, like I said, imbalance creates illness. So an unfair person gonna create their own ills. But you want to be fair and balanced and honest in your ways for your own self's sake. And keep your own self, you know, right in the perfection where you're supposed to be. In that, you'll start opening up, meaning the mind will start to open up to higher planes of thought and understanding. In that, you will start to understand a presence that's with you. This being God, this being something we all share, but just view it as sleeping others. It's sleeping some and awakening others. But it's all dependent on that. If you cleanse self out and find the true self, of course you're going to have to take a time away from all the many things that influence you. But you get my point? Once you stay on the path for, you know, a little ways, a little time, like how y'all are in the wrong sides of life. If y'all spend a little time in the right balance for a time, and you see how it serves you emotionally and mentally, and then you see how that start to manifest out in your physical, Most of y'all will stay, you get it, in the balance and say, nah, I'm good here. I ain't had not one piece of a problem and I don't want none. Everything just stable and smooth. You get my point? And so, this is the beginnings of finding God, meaning you can't be flawed and serve a perfection. You can't be lost and found. A lot of y'all view things like I could be a sinner and God gonna save me. This don't have nothing to do with anything. That's false ideals. Now, in our reality, you can't be a sinner and be one with God. That don't make sense. You got to blend with whatever. You feel me? I'm sorry, I have to use the restroom when they're trying to hold it, but I can't. But give me a moment. If any of you guys want to give back, click the video's title. My links are all there. Okay, let's get this wrapped up. Y'all are grasping? The vibration is still on the negative things. Shalom, shalom. Well, hopefully you guys grasp. I'm gonna depart. I'll come back when you guys are when y'all are there, and I'll explain more in regards to this topic. Shalom, shalom. Peace and wisdom, Sir Jones. Email me. I was going to send you a link so you can come into the pick a course that you want. But email me. upscaleknowledge@gmail.com. Salam, shalom. Enjoy y'all evening and apply everything that you grasp from here, whatever you can hold on to.